Can I get a hot tub? Can I get a hot tub? Hot tub. Hot tub. Hot tub. Can I get a...
Relax. Watch this.
Check out the full-length version at State Farm Nation on Facebook.
Orlando, 'cause everything is not as it's so.
The innocence you have when you make your first album, you're like a virgin. You're a virgin to the industry, you know what I mean? And so there's a freshness there, you know, that you can't recreate ever. You don't try to chase that magic. You don't try to recreate it. You just try to live your life. And so what I've learned is, over the years, is I've just lived my life and let life happen. And when I let life happen, I let the music happen.
And though my love is
A wife, a mother, and an internationally celebrated musician, Nelly Furtado has had a full life in the 12 years since I'm Like a Bird hit the airwaves. No longer innocent to the industry as she described, the singer-songwriter has managed to capture the essence of her early music with her 5th studio album, The Spirit Indestructible. Find out how on Decoded. Brought to you by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state.
everybody look at me.
If I could create a metaphor for my career, I think it's like I'm like a marathon runner, you know, like I don't really do the short distance sprints so well.
Beginning with her debut, Whoa Nelly, in October 2000, Furtado maintained a steady 3-year pace between release dates, taking her time with each album to create relatable music rather than capitalizing on the attention that comes with chart-topping songs.
Either got it or you don't.
I think if I keep on living a regular life and take breaks in between albums, then my fans will always be able to relate to my music because it just sounds human. For me, I much prefer kind of deconstructing myself after each project and kind of getting back down to zero and kind of, you know, try to rise again within like a phoenix from the ashes and just kind of like reinvent myself again. I don't know, I see life as a fun thing, and I guess music and life to me is kind of like the same thing. I'm kind of visual, I get inspired by lots of different things. So this album's no exception. It's full of life and a lot of love. I'm very proud of it.
Promiscuous boy, you already know.
Sampling sounds from rock to reggae and everywhere in between, Nelly finds her diversity through collaborations with fellow musicians and enjoys the challenges that come with making great music.
It's very comfortable for me to walk in a room, meet somebody, say hello, and then jam. Like I kind of get off on that. It's a challenge as well. It's a real challenge. It's like high jumping or something. You know, you just come in with your pole. You jump over, you know, that hurdle, because it is a hurdle, you know, trying to assimilate yourself in different musical environments. And it's really fun to do that. I just personally find it really rewarding, especially when it works out.
That is the jam. I'll be there till dawn.
I think on this album in particular, I felt like I was like in a boxing ring with myself. I wanted to rough myself up and really push myself, and I really wanted to really make music that was aggressive. And I think a lot of this album is aggressive, but not in an angry way. It's just aggressive sonically. It's aggressive musically. It pushes your buttons. It makes you uncomfortable in places. Makes you like confused, you know. And I think that's great. Like I don't want to make tepid music.
If her pattern continues, then fans probably won't see another album until 2015. But the enthusiasm Nelly has for the future is a strong indication the artist has only breached the surface of her creativity.
Through my tired eyes, I face out the rain.
I believe that music is in a really interesting place right now. I think there's a lot of room for growth. There's a lot of untouched territory musically. I think people are extremely open-minded right now in terms of what types of music they like to listen to. Because when I first started out, alternative was still a genre at the record store. Like alternative was a really wide genre, and you had like a lot of different bands that really crossed over. And I think we're gonna go back into that. I think we're gonna head into this great wave of music in the next few years. And I just hope to be a part of that.